Yay. There we go. Now you're all on speaker. All right. Everybody see the screen up there? Excellent. Okay. Give Stacy a second to get back in here. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate it. Let me see if there's anybody on my list here that I don't have an answer from. Jenny's not here.
Megan should be here.
Alan's not here. Keith isn't here. Megan Resendez.
Yes.
Okay, good. She's the one that I need to talk to. These people are in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Screen. Less. All right. We got.
Yes.
Huh? Yes, actually,
I'm wondering, we'll always say next.
Just ignore me if I forget your name or call you the wrong name. Just correct me, okay? I'll get you guys eventually. It's like several times of saying your name back to be able to get it to stick in your head. I used to when I was showing buyers all the time, and I had a member that always came to open houses, or I would go meet a buyer and then I would call her and I'd say, okay, don't remember the husband's name. So she did it for me and message me back, or vice versa, or, you know, last name or whatever it is. So count on your lender to catch everything that you forget without having to make an embarrassment of yourself again with your clients, because you're too busy thinking 20 times ahead if you're like me to stop and listen. So remember to always stop and listen. Right? Yes.
This was what we got, and then it's one of the things in that folder that got removed.
That got removed? Sweet, I would love that, yeah, and Corinne's gonna, go through and see if she can find stuff for me, and, we're gonna try to load up the Slack channel, okay? So documents, if you're not on the Slack yet, I know, Anna, we're gonna work on it later today to get you on it. Does everyone know what Slack is?
Yeah, I kind of think.
Okay, so it's either, you can have it as an app on your computer screen or an app on your phone. And it's an easy networking place, to where you can talk to each other and only you can see that conversation. I set up groups for each of there's a small group Tuesday, there's a small group Thursday, there's a workshop. It's a group, it's like a channel, okay? So everything pertaining to that will be in that. So if there's anything coming up, I'll put stuff in there. I've already added some flyers and
no more
some information.
No more OneDrive.
I'm not doing the drive, no.
Okay.
Too many people have issues with it, and then sharing and all that, so you'll be invited to the Slack channel. You'll be able to see everything except for only the group that you're in. Some of you were accidentally added, to the wrong one. If you're not in it yet, I'll make sure you get into the right one once. I'm working on that sheet right now to get everybody in it. But it's a great place to collaborate with each other too, because I can only do 20 tasks, right? So I couldn't even there are 33 new agents right now. I can't put you all in one group. And who wants to see a group text coming in and you're not a part of the conversation? Oh, right? Happens to us all the time here in the office. So Slack it's used by businesses. We use it with regional, we use it with KWRI. So it's a great way to put it in one spot. It's very easy to use. If you have the app on your phone, you will get a notification when someone says something. So if you want to, if it dings, there's a new folder or file, you can see who says it. So if you see anything from Tanya, you might want to look at it. All right. Karina's in it, and so is Kelly. And Sissy, you brought up a thing the other day. Who's our OP and who's our TL? So real quick, I just want to clarify with you guys who they are and why they are what they are, right? We have 3 owners in this office. Peter Clark, most of you know who Peter is. Tony Kelly, he's like a ghost. He's actually an agent, but he's getting his, I'll probably get this wrong. He's getting his doctorate, I believe, to teach business. And so he's really busy with that, right? And then selling. So, and then Dwight. And Dwight, you know Dwight, he was here yesterday, he's, everything that we do, he, out of the owners, is our OP. So as an OP, he's our operating principal. He meets with us every single day and we make decisions. They bring stuff from the owners and tell us what we need to do, and then we bring that to you guys. Dwight is one of the very few OPs that are fully into the day-to-day business and helping our agents. Most of them, they just talk to the TL and that's it. The TL is our team leader, which is Crane. Okay? Crane has an extreme business skill set and experience behind her. She was an agent for 3 years. She was our rookie of the year. We saw potential in her in stepping up into the recruiting and running the office role. So that's why she does what she does. And then we all know Heather. She is your NCA. I make all these crazy things.
Who?
Heather,
She's
she
the-
pays you.
Yes.
She pays you and she takes money from her. So stay on the good side. She does way more than that, actually. And she's wonderful. So you can always stop in and talk to her if you have any questions. And then me, I got like 50 titles. I think we rolled it down to just business development director because having 50 titles takes up a whole business group, right? So I can help with everything. I'm a principal broker. I've been in the business for 20 plus years, and I've sold real estate. I've been on the transaction side. I've been on the listing assistant side. I've done everything, and I really, really love teaching and helping our agents succeed and build their businesses. So that's what my focus is, and that's what I do. And then Austin is taking over the MCTT role. He's going to be your marketing, your tech and marketing go-to, and Mackenzie is our everything, right? All right, everybody in RMLS, do you know how to get into RMLS?
Austin's titles are.
MCTT, these are titles that KW gives us, except for mine, created it. Marcus and tech trainer, yeah. But he's also really good at the marketing pieces and helping doing all kinds of stuff and agent services. So he's kind of like multi-role that simplified. You have a buyer. Someone just came to you and said, we're gonna dive right into class. Someone just came to you and said, I want to buy a house. What do you do? Okay, then what do? You do a little dance, right? And then what do you do? Where? What's your criteria? Yeah, we want to get all that information.
Get all their contact.
Set up a meeting.
Pre-approval. You already got that, you got that. They're ready to look. They're ready to look. Yes. We're gonna set them up from prospecting to RMLS. What else are you gonna do? I'm looking at you because you already know that one.
Oh, gosh.
No, anyone can answer.
Put
Say
in
name.
command, put them in. your
We're not gonna go
contact.
guessing.
Prospect, or, well,
The terms. of
We're
offer.
trying to get them homes. We're not going to offer anything yet. We are just,
then you do.
they want to go look for homes.
Are they pre-approved?
Yes.
Put it on like a hot list, so they didn't.
I put it in prospect.
Hot
I don't know
list,
how to-
prospecting and hot list.
I don't know how this is.
I would like
We're
to
gonna
know
go
the
there.
difference in your opinion, because I haven't set up a home.
Yeah. They don't need both.
Yeah.
Prospecting is going to give them everything that goes new, okay? We cannot send our buyers coming soon listings, right? RMLS won't allow you to do that. So if you set them up on a hot list and you check the box for coming soon, it's gonna have an explanation and they're never gonna get it. You wanna set yourself up on the hot list. Always set yourself up on a hot list because we all know our buyers are still searching on Redfin and Zillow and everywhere else that they possibly can, even though you tell them that if you're gonna send them an email with the most recent listings as soon as they hit the market. They're not gonna listen to you because they want to still do it, right? So what's the best thing? A listing comes on you contact them, if you get to see it, right, because you get an email as well that says, hey, here's some new listings. You contact them immediately and say, hey, did you see this one that just came through? I think it's really great. It's better for you to be the person doing that than them calling you and saying, hey, I want to see this one, right? Or did you see this one? Then as far as the hot sheet for you guys, you can see the coming soons, right? You can see if it's something that fits in what they want. Take a little snip of the picture and the address and say, hey, here's one coming soon. Go drive by and see what you think. That's it. Just drive by, right? You're not saying you can't send them the sheet. But you can tell them that it's coming anytime between today and 20 days. It's gonna come on the market. We'll get it as soon as it comes in, but if you tell me that you like it, then I can really keep an eye on it. As soon as it goes live, we can book a showing, right? Does everybody know how to do showing time? Yes. Tell me no if you don't.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Do you have the app on your phone?
No,
No.
I just use it through
I
our
use it to schedule things to see. It's good to have a phone.
Yeah. It's great on the phone.
You said it's good.
Well, I have RDR, I have the RDR, and the RPR.
I have all of them.
Which one?
There's 100 of them. Do we need them all? Probably not, but I put showing time on my phone because it's fast and easy. Yep, I create a folder on my phone that says real estate, and every real estate app goes in there, and it's on my first page, so I can bam, I go to that, and open up whatever I need. So, showing time, and everybody has Century Lock on their phone, right? Have we used it yet?
Yes.
Everybody's used it.
Yes.
Ashley, have you had it yet?
So, that's it.
Now, we all know we don't like showing time, why? That's right. Does anybody put their buyer information in when it comes to that?
Nothing more.
Yeah.
Holy, we have to use showing time because there are still some agents out there, including Zillow, because they're an agent here, that are requesting that we have to use showing time. Don't have to. If you don't want to use it on your listing, don't. Don't give them your information.
App is the business and the lifestyle.
Showing time?
Yeah.
It's the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it because I can see how many other.
I like it for that
credits
too.
there are.
Showing time business.
I do, because that helps you, like, I had one, and I knew it was 15-minute increments, and I went through and my buyers were like, oh, I just want to do the asking price. There's 27 shows today, it's already pulled up for the day or the weekend.
Or for
You're
access
not
to
gonna get it
anywhere.
at this price, right? It's a good way to do that. So yeah, it can be handy, but we don't want to give the monster any more of our business, right?
But you
So
could use it for a listing, if you have a listing, just personally use it,
would I? No,
you wouldn't.
no,
I don't have my fire chiefs.
no, I don't need, you can skip right past that. I've never scheduled the showing. If you're scheduling a showing and you use the showing time, you can pick the time that you want, how long you want it to be. The next thing on the app says your buyer. Keep that empty. Do not put any of your buyers in that app or website. Skip and go to the next
If
one.
you're working with multiple buyers and you're trying to keep a schedule and want to see, I go to my calendar, I don't even know which buyer it's for, so you could
Yeah.
put like their initials or you could put kind of.
Not
something, so it's not.
Yeah. Yeah,
You put something so you know which buyer it is.
because you'll get a text, you'll get an email, and you'll get an app notification
And
when
if
you schedule one.
you have a listing, you use it too, you're getting notifications every time somebody's.
Someone shows it.
Seeing it, so it's.
Yeah, but you can also get that through the Century Lock website. Has anyone been to the Century Lock website to check out the listings, to check out? Because you can see all the showings every time someone accesses your lockbox, you get a notification. You can set that up.
So if you're not using showing time, are you just like having people call you to book? Or how-
Yeah.
It seems like a nice.
That's old school. That's why we did it. Yeah. Obviously the easier it is to get in it, the better, but, if it's vacant, you don't have to worry about that, right? But if it's got people in there, you're gonna notify them anyways. Right? So if you have to notify the people who are living in the home, you wanna be notified. So, what difference is it? Yeah, vacant, it doesn't matter. Just have them show it. I was at one recently that was vacant and, That was the one I was talking about on the team meeting. Line of people out the door. And showings ended at 7. And there's still a line 5 minutes to 7. So we all just started moving together and split up around the house so that we could show it, right? But it was useless. There was already pretty much sold. So, okay. Yeah, we're already halfway through. Okay. Let's close that. RMLS. You're going to go to prospecting first. So let's say we have a buyer. So everybody is gonna go to prospecting. And you guys can walk right along with this at the same time if you haven't done it, all right?
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a buyer that I've been working with forever. And I have them set up on prospecting, and we're gonna go through this. And she just said, please don't send us anywhere that don't check all of our wants. But it automatically does that. And you can't search for garages, for example. That's not a searchable field, and that's one of the biggest things, because it's a condo.
Let's
So
go through
how,
that.
what's that?
Let's go through that.
Okay.
All right. I want everybody, we're gonna just do a test one, okay? We're gonna send it to ourselves. So click on prospect profiles. And then come up over to new prospect profile. I had a thing on there, apparently it went away.
Can you turn the lights down?
Yes, I sure can. All right, thank you. Yep, you can keep that second one on for you guys. Can you still see it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Add new prospect.
add new prospect profile. It's up on the top right. We're gonna click on that. And Stacy, you can do garages.
What's that?
You can do garages. It's right here. Yep.
Okay, where?
We're gonna get there. So again, this is a prospect profile for your buyer, so no coming soons, right? So it automatically pops up whatever you had last, I believe. So I'm gonna clear it and then show you. So you can do, let's do the criteria aspect of it first. We're gonna do residential, okay? And then status. You're gonna do active, bumpable. You can do short sale pending, but you know, there's not gonna be any. We don't have short sales right now. So I just keep that as set. Do not check coming soon. I'll say that again and again and again. Do not check that. Okay, so I'm gonna update that. The next thing that we wanna do, what's the most important thing that they wanna know?
Price.
Right. So click on the price over in the green section. And let's put in, you guys gave me a number with someone that's searching for something. Go ahead.
450.
450 to what?
Let's see that.
To what?
600.
450 to 600? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the next thing we need to know is usually they have like a minimum bedroom, right? Or no?
Yeah, bedrooms and baths.
You can turn off option, so it's not.
Yeah, you can. I mean, we're not going to see those. Okay, so bedrooms, usually 3, right? Sometimes they hope 3 plus an office or whatever, but we're just, and remember when you tell your people, and this is a good conversation to have with those that, can you turn off the stuff that I don't want? If it's specific things like garage and what we can find here in this, if it actually is a stat that can be chosen and not a remark, then I would let them know that we can filter it down, but the agent might not put it in there right, and we could miss something,
Okay.
right? And do you want to miss something? Okay, so that's a conversation I always have with them. So if they're like, well, I absolutely I want it to have a big backyard. Well, there's not big backyard, right? And not
Or
everybody's,
central air. That's
right?
the one that my buyers want.
Well, I think that's one we can hit in here, I believe. So, so that's that point too. And then when it comes to the pricing, I always tell them, you know, when they say, well, I don't want to go over, you know, 575. Okay, but what if it's 579? Then maybe we'll go up a little bit higher. Or, you know, make sure you know what their max is because of how we're having to write over asking. But I always put that in there. Or if they say, well, nothing less than 450. Well, what if it's 449? And it fits what we want. because it could, right? You know the market kind of scene out there, but especially if they like try to tell you like a smaller pocket, I always ask, but what about it? What if it comes in right under, well, we're gonna miss it. Or you can set them up on what they want and you can broaden your search a little bit when you do a hot sheet for yourself, okay? All right, the next one, besides the actual area, bathrooms. That's bedrooms, oops. Bathrooms, why would they put bathrooms? Oh, it's 2, right? And then Stacy said garage. So in the filter, I'm going to type in garage.
Okay, that's what I tried to do before.
Did it not show up?
Additional structure garage, additional, oh.
Or is it
and
parking?
there's condo garage type. Needed.
I've seen some where it's a condo and it'll say like garage one, but really it's
A carport.
It's
A carport, yeah. Well, and that's where you let them know. If the agent doesn't enter it incorrectly, it could show up in our search,
Yeah.
right?
I just called the agent and told them.
So this would be number of cars.
This is
and-
what?
If you want a garage, you're gonna click on garage number of cars, and then you're gonna put in at least a 1. That is a choice that they do when they do the listing, okay? So that's how you can get them only homes that have a garage. And then update that, unless they have, I want at least a 2-car garage, then you put in 2 cars. Okay, so that's probably pretty good, right? Oh wait, central air. Just come in here to the filters with those things that they actually want.
That one doesn't have it. Doesn't have central air for filter.
Oh, bugger.
No, not even A/C.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, cooling. There it is right there. Cooling. Type in cool, and then now you have central air. But what if it's a heat pump? Would they be okay with the heat pump? That's central?
Yeah,
Okay. And you can do all of it, unless they don't want a wall unit, right? Exhaust fan probably wouldn't cover it. And maybe Energy Star,
that out.
Why is that me?
okay?
I was just wondering how you did different ones.
Oh, hold your shift key when you want to do more than one.
Or command.
Or command, thank you.
Man, okay, there we go.
Hey, what is that?
Thank you.
Okay, so now we need to put them somewhere, right? So you have two options on putting them somewhere. You can go to the MLS area, click the blue area list, start down, and we're gonna go in Oregon. So we're gonna go all the way down to 141 to start with. What area are we looking at?
Less.
For 450 to 600?
They want, so they pulled Excel, all of this criteria, exactly.
Okay, let's,
Oregon City, Beaver Creek.
is that, well, Ashley, this is your choice that we were in Tracy. You were doing Milwaukee.
For this one, I do have someone wants Tiger.
Tiger, there we go. So Tiger, Tualatin, Sherwood, Wilsonville. We probably want to add in Beaverton, Aloha, maybe, right? Yep. Okay, so you guys can put in whatever you want on yours, okay? That's one way of doing it. What if they wanted school district? Did you see that? Do I need to go back? How do I go back? Add criteria. Well, now I did it. Okay, close that. It was a little the map range, the little dot underneath the MLS area. Click on that, and now it's going to take us here.
Where did you?
It was over here in the center, and it was this MLS area map range. Click on the little dot under map range. Now I have buyers that want a specific high school. That isn't a city, right? So I'm gonna go to draw, and then I'm gonna go to boundary, and I'm gonna go to high school.
Oh my goodness. Too
So,
fast.
okay, click on draw,
Okay.
boundary, and high school. So now I can go and I can go, all right, they only want, we can scroll in a little bit to see, there you go. And when you move it, you can grab it and move it. But do you see how it clicked it? Maybe that's not the one they wanted, so I'm gonna unclick it. All right, so if you move it, it might turn it green, just unclick it. So I'm gonna say Mountainside High School, right? Everybody wants their kids to go to that prison. It looks like a prison to me. Does it look like a prison to anyone else? Have you guys, do you know which one I'm talking about? It's on Roy Rogers and Shoals. It looks like a big, huge prison.
Oh, that's the.
Mountain View, or Mountainside. Mountainside.
You gotta see the Sherwood one, it's even bigger.
Yeah, oh, I have seen it, yeah. Okay, so we know they're looking in Tiger to Walton, so they probably want Tualatin High School. And they're okay with Mountainside. Are we okay with Tigard High School? I don't know, I'm asking Ashley.
It's not my client.
Sorry.
Let's just, they don't care. Okay, oh wait, they don't care. They don't have kids. Let's quit this one. Let's not do the school. So now we're gonna go back to draw, and what do they care about? Drive time, right?
Holy crap.
I wanna know that I don't wanna drive any further than 20 minutes to
Oh my
work.
God, this just helped me.
So I'm gonna plug in an address over here on the top right that says locate. And I'm sorry, I have to do it. Well, no, let's do Nike. They want to be close to Nike. Can we do that? Address not found. Does anyone know the address for Nike? Can someone Google it for me real fast? Nike address?
It is 1 Bowman Drive.
1 Bowman Drive. Did I get that right?
She said Bowerman.
Bowerman.
Oh, yeah. I didn't read that right.
Go. Did I do that right? Is this it?
So
Southwest?
we have to have the address for where we want to do it.
To where they want to get the pinpoint for the drive time.
It's the one below at 97005.
Oh, well, I think we're there, aren't we? Hold on. I got 2 of them right here, 2 pins. Let's clear those. I'm gonna clear it. Okay, no, that didn't clear it. This is it right here. So, okay, so I want 20 minutes and I need to get to work by 8 a.m. So now I'm gonna calculate, and guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna go back. All right,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna draw. I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna start over. Clear.
Okay, so.
Oh, dang it. Let's go. Hold on. This is the way to do it. Go back to here. All right, let's just ignore me right now because I'm trying to clear it. Delete. Okay. So I'm going to do drive. I've got the pinpoint right here that I want because I put the address in locate. And then I want 20 minutes drive time. And I need to get to work by 8 a.m. This is standard. This is what pops up every time you come in. So if they tell you I don't want to be any further than 20 minutes from my work, then hit calculate. And now it's going to show you where they can buy a house. Not by price necessarily, but by drive time. Okay. So there's a little bit. Do we need to put a different address in there? Let's just do that. We have it our areas. We need to change our areas. No, we don't. This is the drive area we went.
This is just brilliant. Oh my God.
Okay, so then now, let's say we're good with this, right? This is what we want to do, 450 to 600, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, at least a 1-car garage with AC, 20 minutes drive time to get to work by 8 a.m. to Nike. So now I'm going to save as, and now I'm going to enter their name in. So Smith, and maybe you might want to put 450, 600 drive. So you know what it is, right? And then I'm gonna hit OK. So now it pops up and it wants to know, who do you want to connect this to?
Did they see the name that you just typed in?
Yeah, I think.
You don't want to put pain in the ass.
Yeah.
No, not definitely not that. All right. Okay, so then we're going to add a contact. And if you don't have them in your list, then you're going to add a new one. And so then we're going to do Smith. Oops, last name in the next one. You can plug in whatever you want if you want their information in here, but the most important, or leave it empty. The most important is their email address because you need to get this sent to you or to them, right? So just use your personal one or your KW one, whatever you want to do. And then you're gonna auto email to the contacts.
Where do I go first?
You can have savers.
Oh, save us?
Yep.
Where it says block,
Validly secret, yeah.
where it says block reverse prospecting.
Yes.
I don't want to explain what that actually means.
Reverse prospecting, I actually need to relook into that. I forget what that is. I think it's the opposite. We'll find out after this, okay?
But if you don't click the box that says auto,
Well, I'm not saying.
You don't get this.
But it's.
it
but-
won't send it either, right? So it just takes itself.
Yes, yeah. But we want them to get the listing as fast as it comes on the market, right? So you're going to come down here and you're gonna make sure all of them are checked. You can enable this and disable it. So if they say, we need a break, we don't want to get any for a while, you can disable it,
That's what
okay?
I'm
But keep it in there
Right.
so that you're still getting them. And, or you can go in and you can check and see, okay? I always check multiple per day because what if one goes in at 8 AM and then one goes in at 9 AM and they already got it for the day, right? And again, that'll be them calling you and always asking you to go see a house that you missed. So we don't want to do that.
I thought that they only updated once a day.
No.
Oh.
As soon as an agent enters a listing and goes live, it's live. That's a
Oh,
new,
wow.
it's 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
Linda likes to put them in at midnight. So,
The-
Heinrichs, yeah, I know, crazy,
You know,
right? I get emails from her at 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, I'm not answering you, right? She goes, yeah. You want to send you a copy
Yes.
so that you see when they get it as well, just in case you're not on watching your hot sheet. Okay.
So what if she doesn't, she was just saying, for the lady who just said, I don't only send me what fits my criteria, why can't I just put my email address in there?
You can. Yeah, you can do that.
That
and
way
then-
she only gets them after I forward it to her.
Yes. Yes, you can do that. And then, of course, you're going to choose which report they're going to get. I always go with the client full, gives them all the information, right? Except for the agent information. And then you can do the show the banner. Then this is where you can set a basic email subject and information in the center. So what I always tell them is on the subject, I put new, price reduced, or back on active status listings. And then in the paragraph, I always let them know, hey, this is your auto email with any new back on active or price reduced homes that are in your criteria. I'll be reaching out to you, but please let me know if you see any that you would like to go view, right? And it's standard and it's the same thing every single time.
What was it in the subject? Like,
New, back on active, and price reduced. You don't see price increase that often.
Just because it now happens to fit in their.
Yeah, so if it was 625 and they dropped it to 600, now it's in their price. So if you don't, well, you want them to know, right? Because they go, well, this isn't a new home, it's been on the market for 20 days. Then that explains that, right?
How do you change their contact information? So I'm only getting the email.
Oh, we'll come back to that. So once you put all this in and you have it set and you type in your subject, new, price reduced, and back on active. And then of course you can put, I don't think I have to do that. So, so now I'm going to hit save. Well, then I'm going to uncheck this because I don't want to get 20 emails. And I'm going to uncheck this. Sorry. Save successful. Okay, so then save is successful. And now we're going to go back to prospecting. because I want to show you, like, if you come in and you want to go change, Stacy.
Yep.
So go back to prospect profiles.
Yep.
And now you're going to see them in the list. And if you have an email, it's going to have these drop downs like this, their email address in it, right?
Okay.
So then now you're going to come over here. So you can come at any time and hit search and see what homes are in their total search. Currently active, back on market, and I think short sale pending, right? Or bumpable.
I do the search drop down at the top of the, and I get a hot sheet that says I don't have any matches.
That's a different thing. That we're not there right now.
What did we just make?
We did a prospecting profile.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to go back to prospecting. Okay. And then if you need to rename it, you can rename it. If you want to change the criteria, you can click on criteria under this edit section and contact Stacy. So if you need to change
Yeah,
that,
That's what I just did.
yep. And then delete it or disable it. So again, if they say pause it, you can disable it and then it'll stop sending. And if it says enable, you need to, and they want to look again, then you can enable it back in without having to recreate the whole thing. Okay. And then when a new one comes in, you get an email that says, hey, there's a new listing, and you get the same thing that they do. It's a client full. So obviously you're going to want to come to your RMLS and grab the right one, but then it'll pop up with a new one here and it'll tell you when the last new one came on the market and when that last email went out. Okay. Cool.
I found it in the email, get it in Gmail. Sometimes there's multiple
Yeah.
things in the
Yeah.
same email and it's not obvious unless you scroll it with it. It's just the one and then there's way Gmail.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. It's just,
So,
it is.
I just got my list.
yeah.
Or it's a long list.
Okay. Do we have prospecting profiles?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to hot sheet. Okay. So you're going to go to search. And then I'm going to go over to hot sheet profile and click on that. And now I can do the same thing. And you can do a new search, right? I've got profiles in here.
What's the difference between a hot sheet and a prospecting profile?
Let's click on hot sheet search. This is actually, okay, first let me tell you, like this one I have right here, this is for me, not for my clients, because I want to know the coming soons. We can't send them to them, but I still want to know about it before they know about it and before it goes live. So I want to do a hot sheet, especially in today's market, we got to be on it, right? So for me, I can come in and I can go, there's a new hot sheet. So you can come in, you can see that. And now I see all the coming soons right here. I also throw in the news in there for me too, because I like to scroll back through and look, but you can do this straight coming soons on each buyer and then just name them so that you can see all the coming soons for each client that you have. Okay. So all you're gonna do is hit hot sheet search. And it always pulls up your last one. So I'm going to clear it. And we're going to do the same thing. So we just did, and this is a little bit different. Okay. This will not allow you to do, you're going to get condos. You're going to get everything in here. So
What?
condos, everything. It's just all residential. You can't minimize it as much as we did on the last one as far as criteria, but we can do the map. All right. And then the showing. So you can choose when you see them. So I'm going 3 days back, just in case I, go camping for the weekend. I don't want to miss anything. So you can choose 3 days back, or you can come up here and you can change by date. So yesterday to 7 days ago to today. So I just want it to be every day. I want to see the coming soons that happen in one day. So either one of those. And you can change this. It doesn't have 3 days back, it could be 2 days back. It could be 1 day back, right? So whatever's easiest for you. Then we're going to put in the price because it was $450 to $600, right? And I'm gonna check auction. And then we want residential and we want Oregon, and we're going to go again. We can do the MLS area list, or we can click on map. And you've got the same exact thing that we had before. We're gonna go draw, we're gonna go drive, 20 minutes, and our boundary is 1 Bowerman, right? Drive, Bowerman. There it is. Drive time.
Try time.
No, hold on. Drive. There we go. Calculate. There's my area. Now I have it all set and ready to go. Okay. And then you save it. Save the range. Oh. Where'd
So
it
there's
go?
no need to put anything other than new houses in this search because you'll be alerted on your last search as well, right?
Yeah, it will be on your last one. Yeah. Yeah, so you guys are already set up, right? Where is my save? It didn't save it. I think I'm missing something here. It's like it's disappeared a little bit. Does everyone else's look like this, or did it like erase a section for me?
I don't have all those little the squares.
Well, I clicked on it. That's so that you can edit it if you want to, but I don't have my save. Save range here. Oh, sorry, duh. Save as Smith. Okay,
One coming soon in that area.
it was saved. All right.
There's not that many kinds of things anywhere.
I didn't see. I'm missing the other save though. Hold on. Where'd it go?
Me, in the area that I put in,
Hot
I hit count,
search.
and there's 5, look at your criteria.
Clear. Coming soon. 3 days, 450, 600.
If you go to admin profile first, and then save.
That save isn't there. What was that? Did it not?
You go to, before we create one, you go to admin profile first,
Probably. There you go.
then you can go see.
Now I can do it. Clear. Clear, clear, coming new, no, showing 450, 600. Map range, draw, drive. Ah,
They didn't even teach you all this in the RMLS class.
they don't. I'm gonna show you guys a secret too, okay? Calculate that, close that. Now we're good. There's my save as. Thank you, Tracy. I'm like, where did it go? Okay, so then now we're gonna save it because now we have it and now you can do the profile and this is for the Smiths. And okay. So now we have a hot sheet and whenever a new one comes up, it's gonna pop up new here and you're gonna see it up here in the top as well. So whenever you come into RMLS, you'll have these notifications that you have however many that are hot and ready, right? So that's just making sure you're coming in and checking the hot sheet. Does everyone got that? You're gonna have to go to the hot sheet to look at it, to check the coming soons. And then just share it with them. All right. RMLS didn't teach you guys this. That's what I just heard. So come up here to the help button. Go to training support resources. This is so if you guys are bored and you want to do this on your own. Here's some videos that they have on how to utilize MLS. Okay. It's not near as much as it should be, but at least there's a little bit in there. When you click on the third party, it's going to take you to each of those. Does anyone have any questions about setting your buyer up on any kind of searches? We have 7 minutes until the mask on. Are we good? Did that help you guys? Yeah. Does that make a difference? I feel like it's yours.
Yeah, but I don't send them to my clients like that. I get ones myself and filter through, like, you know, and then I just, there's a lot of my clients want text, they don't want.
Yeah.
And I'll figure out what I think is time to.
It's very time consuming. What if you have 10 buyers looking right now?
Right now at the time. but-
Yeah, but you will. So it's good to know what to do when you market.
Yeah. So I'm finding the ones that can work for them, and I find my own website and just sending them that. link via text.
Yes, and you do that too. There's many ways, and you can set them up. You guys can go on realtor.com and you can set up searches in there. Set yourself up on it and your buyers and send the listings from that. Everything has a little bit of lag time though before it gets to those sites. RMLS is the fastest, quickest, because as soon as an agent hits live, it pops out the email or the hot sheet.
I think if the client wants text though.
Yes.
Because it's not an option, so.
Yes, yeah. Like, you can let them know too, you know, this is the fastest, easiest way for you to get the listings right away. If you don't wanna open it, you don't have to open it, if you don't wanna get it, that's fine, you know. But I can't, you know, I do have other clients that I might be in a meeting for an hour, and I might not get to it fast enough, right? So this is the best way for us not to miss a listing. If you just spin it in the right way for them so that they understand the importance of them getting that. Yes, we want to do it for them, right? We want to be the one adding them to it, which is why I say also get it, so you can see it. It doesn't fit what they really want, what they like, because we know it could be in the parameters, search criteria as deep as we want, but it might not look right, right? Just want you to get to their clients.
I have a question. I have a few set up, but I have to set up this once a day.
Yeah.
How do I change it to multiple times a day? I know you did it, but I have once in the profile.
Yep.
It's not the criteria. Which part is?
You're gonna go, it's a prospecting, prospect profiles, let's
I don't
go,
use it to schedule.
contact,
Oh, contact.
and then check the little bot, or it'll already be there if you have it, and then you just change it right there.
Thank you.
Yep.
I don't want to mess anything up, so.
Yeah, no, contact. All right, are we good for this?
So
Awesome.
this goes first, and from here it goes on Keller Williams to Keller Williams.
It goes everywhere. Whatever RMLS has an agreement with, which is, we get NAR, so realtor.com, Zillow, and then that comes to Trulia and other. It goes into KWLS because we have an agreement with them, right?
How fast?
So, they say that it's supposed to be uploaded within 6 minutes. However, I've seen it as slow as an hour. Okay? So again, and every website will be different, because I've done the tracking for them and compared realtor.com, Zillow, Redfin, and KW, trying to find, because RMLS changes things within the system, right? And every little change that they do in the system, now it's not gonna feed properly, right? So there could be errors and issues. So that's where we can see a lag time on it, where it's trying to get through and it doesn't work. And so RMLS is the best place if you want right away.
One more question.
Yes.
Flags. What does it mean when it's flag and when it's not? I have a few of those.
We have the flags, well, it's probably flagged because I don't have any email in here, I don't have it turned on. If you, I know if you put it in, I believe that's all that is, that it's not enabled. It needs to be, yeah, the search is there, but nothing's going out, so it's kind of flagging you. If you accidentally check the coming soon on a prospect profile to send out, you're gonna see an error that it's not going at all, okay? So, you'll wanna make sure that should trigger you, it'll be bright red
Yeah, it says like, see, I just
It'll
had
be
it, it's
like
like CSA.
right in here or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't figure
It'll be like, no, you can't send those. Okay. Austin, you can go ahead and stop recording. Who's there?
Yeah, you got it.